This is going to be working on the hinge between the superior and inferior cervical spine. For it, you want to get a dowel rod and you want to balance the dowel rod on the bottom of your chin. And hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and today I'm joined by Michael from One Body, and today we're going to be teaching you how to be your own therapist by going over the top 5 proprioception exercises for neck pain. And we don't want to waste any of your time, so let's go ahead and get right on with the exercises. The first proprioception exercise for neck pain is going to be for the inferior cervical spine in flexion, and there are many different levels to these first 3 that we're going to be going over. This is level 1, which is going to be the most easiest. We're going to be going over some more difficult levels at our seminar on September 18th, but for level 1, you want to be on your hands and knees and you want your head resting on the floor. And for this one, we just want to roll and unroll our cervical spine so that we're going into flexion and extension. And one thing worth noting is you want to respect the plane of motion, so you want to make sure that everything is coming in the sagittal plane. You don't want any component of lateral flexion or rotation when you're doing this. So respect the sagittal plane, flexion and extension. Next, the second proprioception exercise for neck pain is once again for the inferior cervical spine, only this time we're working in side bending. This is the level 1. For the level 1, once again, hands and knees, we want to respect the coronal plane. So we're just going to be doing lateral flexion. We don't want any component of flexion or rotation. So you're going to be trying to bring your ear toward the same side shoulder. So Michael's bringing his right ear toward his right shoulder, and then his left ear toward his left shoulder. And then next, the third proprioception exercise for neck pain is going to be for the inferior cervical spine in rotation. Again, for the level 1, you're on your hands and knees, and then all we want to do is rotate the head side to side. For this one right over here, once again, we are respecting the plane of motion by sticking it in the transverse plane. We don't want to go into the sagittal plane by adding a flexion or extension component, and we don't want to go into the coronal plane by adding a contralateral or ipsilateral flexion component. So just rotation, respect the plane, and that is the proprioception exercise for the lower or inferior cervical spine. The fourth proprioception exercise for neck pain is going to be for the cervical spine, and specifically, this is going to be working on the hinge between the superior and inferior cervical spine. For it, you want to get a dowel rod and you want to balance the dowel rod on the bottom of your chin, and that is the fourth proprioception exercise for the cervical spine, specifically for the hinge between the superior and inferior cervical spine. Next, the fifth and final proprioception exercise for neck pain is going to be once again for the cervical spine, specifically the upper cervical spine. We're going to be focusing on the C0, C1, C2. For this one right over here, very similar. The only difference is we're moving the dowel from the chin to the forehead. Everything else is exactly the same. You want to look up to the sky and you want to try and balance the dowel rod on your forehead. And that is the fifth proprioception exercise for neck pain for the C0, C1, C2. And there you have it. Those were the top 5 proprioception exercises for neck pain. If you have any questions at all, ask your questions down in the comment section so we can answer it for you. And if you have any other comments, leave it down. Have you tried them? Do you find that they're working? Aside from that, if you are a patient who has neck pain, or if you're a clinician who treats patients with neck pain, come to our seminar on September 18th, because we're going to be going over all of these exercises and a whole lot more. And then this coming Tuesday at 2 p.m., we're going to be going over the top 5 strengthening exercises for neck pain. So be out on the lookout for that. And that's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button so I know to keep making these types of videos in the future. And if you're either new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, as we will be uploading new videos every single day. That's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you again tomorrow.